Okay, well now let's turn our attention to the man who has taken Formula One by storm this year, Juan Pablo Montoya. Could have won in Brazil if he hadn't been taken out by the Dutchman Jos Verstappen. You'd have thought Holland would be the last place he'd visit, but that's where Louise Goodman caught up with him in Amsterdam.
What was it like when you drove a Formula One car for the first time?
You know, you come from a smaller Formula, when you get to drive a Formula One car, you start going faster through the corners where you think is fast. And every lap you can go faster and faster and faster, and you can't believe it.
Montoya has been going faster and faster at every race this season, and as he showed us in Brazil, he's more than capable of mixing it with and beating the best drivers in the world. So far, his full-throttle driving style has brought little reward. The Colombian hasn't finished a race yet, but even though fate has conspired against him, he's always maintained a cool head.
I can't believe how calm you were. I mean, you just got out and waved to the fans and said thank you to the sponsors and...
But there's nothing else you can do. What, you know, I think last year, that's something I learned in America. You know, last year, at the beginning, I was really pissed off. You know, first race, the engine blew up, you're like, oh, it's okay, it's first race. You know. Second race, same thing. Third race, same thing. Fourth race, you go, argh! Or, you know, when the engine's only last, something else breaks. And it was really frustrating. And I had to learn to keep calm because the next race will come.
Last year may have been difficult, but there were plenty of good times for Juan Pablo in the US. He became the youngest man ever to win the Champ Car Series in '99, and last year added the prestigious Indy 500 race to his list of victories.
I think, you know, going to America built my confidence, and coming here, I didn't say, you know, my goals never been go out at the first season and, you know, beat everybody, because the car wasn't ready, tire were not ready, engine wasn't ready yet to, you know, to win. So I came to a car that is moving, you know, it's in high, you know, it's climbing to get to the top again. And I think what we've shown in Brazil, and you know, as the season is starting to get on, is that we have the potential to be up front.
And you don't seem to be daunted by any of the other drivers either.
No, not really. You know, they're good drivers. It's very competitive series, but it doesn't mean that you're gonna go and, oh, it's this guy, oh, this is, no, you can't. You know, you're racing and you're here because you're capable of doing a job. From my perspective, I'm not gonna go and say, oh, it's Michael Schumacher or it's Mika Hakkinen or something, you know, be after you. You can't, you know, we're racing, and, you know, my goal is to win races, not to let somebody else win.
Do you think that might lead some people to believe that maybe you're sort of a bit overconfident or cocky and, you know?
I'm not cocky because I know I have loads of things to learn. You know, I'm just in a learning curve, and there's a lot of things that I'm in disadvantage. You know, it's my third race in Formula One. Qualifying, for example, I haven't got it right yet. First race a bit under, last race, a bit too much. But, you know, you learn from that, and you gotta try to make it better.
Williams were the team, one way and another, that everybody was talking about in Brazil. Do you think it will be the same at Imola? Are you on an upward spiral?
I think, you know, Brazil was a really good race for us, and I think it inspired a lot of people. I think people, you know, could see light at the end of the tunnel, we could say, you know. They see they're capable of get to win races now, and, you know, there's still a lot more work to do before we can be, I think, all time on maximum level, but it's definitely getting better.